Sorry, guys. This stupid shit timed me out. I forgot that he only have a 1 hour limit. Time be flying when you're debating. I hope that he comes back and we could get this party back started because that was really, really, really enlightening. It was. I used to think just like him back when I was a commie. I hope he comes back. I hope he comes back. Let's get Choo come back. Because we got to finish this. I hope he come back. Y'all think he gonna come back? Or would this be the perfect segue for him to leave? Divine intervention right there. You think he gonna come back?
I think he was. It seemed like he was actually trying to talk. Now the thing is, if he's actually genuine in his argument, I think he really believes what he said, though.
Of course he does.
I think he really believes it.
Yeah, he learned it in school. He just told him that, along with probably everybody else he know.
Yeah, it's sad to see because every time, every argument he had was putting the blame on somebody else, and that's the problem with our community. Is no self accountability.
Zero.
Like you say it's generalizing all black people, but it's not generalizing us. I don't wear ski masks. I don't care about no damn law banning ski masks. Like, why y'all wearing ski masks? Why do y'all want to wear ski masks?
Jason, okay, there you go. Can you send a friend request to come back, please? Finish this out. I'm just trying to figure out what's wrong with these hoes getting married and not creating single homes intentionally.
Yeah,
apparently that's
it ain't
too hard.
right. Apparently, because the will to have sex is just so strong that you just gotta do it and just gotta get pregnant.
Hey, we back.
Yay.
Yeah, I think he kicked us out. He was on.
Nah, no, I'm gonna be quick this time because I do have to go in a few minutes. But all right, listen. My whole point about why. Hold on. Let me just bring it all together. So my whole point about why I say black people's job is to hold up white supremacy is because I believe most Republicans' goal is to maintain the system of white supremacy in terms of making sure that white people are always on top of the system, whether it's our politicians, our media control, the people who control the media, people who control our businesses, really everything, because they don't want a black face controlling everything, and that's why I say even Democrats are complicit to this because we see you guys have a black mayor in Chicago. I have a black mayor in New York, and there's a black mayor in Philadelphia in these heavy POC towns. So what I'm saying is that even somebody like Eric Adams, somebody who I do not like, who I personally did not vote for, he is doing. He's already one corrupt as hell, getting bribes from all these other people, and honestly he works a lot with he's a former cop and he works a lot with the police and he targets black people at a 97% clip. It's not all black people committing the crime, but why is it 97%? You get what I'm saying?
97% doesn't mean that he's targeting 97% of black people. It means that the people that's getting caught are 97% black.
No, dude, he's bringing back stop and frisk, bro. Like, and he didn't say bringing back stop and frisk, but he's bringing back a term of stop and frisk where 97% of the people being stopped are black or black or Hispanic. And
So the bill that he's going to introduce, or the bill that he's trying to bring back, is potentially going to harm black people.
I mean, do you guys you guys are conservative, so you're probably gonna say yes, but do you guys honestly trust cops?
Yeah.
All right. Do you honestly think they're unbiased in their pursuit of justice or pursuit of stopping crime? Do you think they're
Nah,
unbiased?
I
Because
think there's a bias.
all right, because we all acknowledge that black and white people and Hispanics all do crimes. I mean, not do crimes, do drugs at the same rate. They all do crack,
No,
coke, whatever. Yes, they
no,
do. This is
that's
proven
wrong.
fact.
See, that's now that right there. So the drugs and thing, you probably could argue that, but the fact of the matter is, you're not getting stopped because you got drugs in your car. You have to
No,
do something to get stopped
no.
in
What
the
I'm saying
process.
is that What I'm saying is that black people are more likely to get stopped, even though white people are also as likely to have drugs in the car than a black person, or even commit a traffic violation. White people commit traffic violence even more because there's more of them. But
Right.
black people are.
Do you understand per capita?
Yes, I understand per capita on averages. Yes,
So
I agree with that.
so
Yes.
so if you have 100 black folks and 100 white folks and 100 Asian folks, and the Asian folks get stopped and two of them commit a crime, white folks 10% of them commit a crime, and then black folks you got about 50% of them. Or let's be generous. 40% of them actually commit the crime. So is it the police fault that black people commit that high crime? And they
But they
know
don't
this,
commit
right?
the most crime. I agree that as race, we are such a smaller size community compared to white people, and we are right under them when it comes to totals of crime. So that boosts us up. We are more likely to commit crime because there's less of us. But my
That
point is, but my point is that there are more white people in this country, and they still do crime at the same rate. If there was 100 white people, 100 black
Wait,
people,
hold
there'll
on, hold
be.
on.
Is that not
How you
true?
gonna say no, you just contradicted yourself. We said we do it at the same rate, but you also said before that it's more white people and it's less black people, but we commit just a little bit under what they commit as a whole. Does that make sense to you?
Hold on. So people like to cite like 1350. I know you guys have heard this 1350 myth. The 1350 myth is,
Myth?
listen, I'm saying it's a myth only because they try to say all crime, black people commit 50% of all crime. No, black people have committed 50% of the murders when there's only like six. I think it was in 2019, it was 10,000 murders. Black people commit maybe, I think it was 6,000 of them, but white people
Yeah,
commit like
you're
three.
misciting that. The
I don't remember. Oh
1350
no, I
is
don't remember
based.
off the top of my head. I don't
Yeah,
have the
I
numbers
know
in
what you're
front of me.
talking about. The 1350 is not for all crime. It's for all violent
No,
crime, including
but
assault,
that's not the
battery, and
case.
murder.
That's not the case because white people commit sexual assault at almost an 80% clip.
That's just one crime.
No,
But that's
all
not. That's just
but
that's
if you
just
want to
one
combine
crime
all
under.
sexual crimes, all
No,
sexual
no,
crimes,
no. I said all violent crime.
violent crime, sexual assault is not a
Violence
violent crime.
includes. Yeah, but you only listen off one. You saying they commit more of this, but who commits the most assault, battery, and murder? The rest of them,
Look, I
which
wish.
makes up
See,
most of them.
I should
Like,
charge
come
my
on, just
motherfucking
just just
phone, man. I
just
had
just
the
stay
pictures
with
on
me.
my
Stay
phone.
with me. Stay with me.
No, I
Look,
got you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
stay
Go
with
ahead.
me. So, if you saying that white folks commit more sexual assault crimes, which is just one crime out of the overall arching definition of violent
Well, we're
crime,
talking about
but the
sexual
majority,
misconduct,
hold on,
sexual
hold on,
harassment is not
hold on,
just.
stay with me, stay
All
with
right,
me.
my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad.
Majority of the violent crimes are committed by black people. The majority of assault, battery, robbery, and murder.
So if we
Sexual
look at
assault
the
is just one. It's
so
just one.
so if we look at the numbers, right? We look at the numbers in 2019, the 2019 crime stats that everybody likes to cite. We look at those numbers. They're gonna say that black people commit more assaults than white people in total. In total,
Right.
I'm actually no, I'm actually. That's what he's gonna say.
I haven't looked
But
at that, but I
that's
could
not.
assume they do.
I could guarantee you that's not the case. Now I agree with the rate part because we are such a smaller population. But like I said earlier, if there's 100 white people, 100 black people, it's going to be the same number. Whether it's 35%, 35 black people, 40 black people, it doesn't matter how much it is. It's going to be the same between all communities. There's every community has the same level of criminality. It's just white people because of our media. I meant white people, black people because of our media. We are targeted in the media more. Would you?
And who runs the media?
I would say white people. White people.
No, 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 no. What party controls the media?
What party? No party controls the media. There's right
Democrats
wing
control the
media. There's
media.
left wing media.
Can you name a left wing media?
No, I don't believe there's any left wing media.
CNN,
I don't believe they're left wing. I don't believe
MSNBC,
they're
all
left
all
wing.
the mainstream medias
I
are
don't believe they're left
left wing.
wing. I don't believe
They
they're
are
left
left
wing.
wing. They are absolutely left wing.
I don't believe that. I believe
Absolutely.
they're centrist. I believe they're centrist channels. I don't believe that.
Oh, that's why. Okay, now I get it.
If
Yeah, my
they
boy. Yeah,
if that was a
yeah.
citrus to
If
you, then
those are centrists,
I'm
then
scared to know
oh
what's left.
Come
crap,
on.
what's left to you?
Do you think CNN actually cares about like poor people?
I, I don't know.
They don't.
What?
No,
Who really
their
cares about what
I
propaganda.
mean,
she
I
Hold
likes?
on,
don't. What do you
their
mean by
corporate
that?
media. Hold on, I don't like CNN and MSNBC either. They are corporate media. They do the bidding
About
of
this one.
corporations.
Y'all have a
They
good
don't
one.
give a fuck about. They don't give a fuck about the little people. Just because they say black people aren't bad as much as y'all do, that doesn't mean they're left wing media. Like
I
Fox
mean,
News. Are you gonna say Fox News is what is Fox News?
Fox News was more right leaning, but they left too.
They left too.
See,
Yeah.
that's now you guys sound crazy. I sounded to y'all, y'all sound to me. But
I
we
mean,
know
Fox
that
Now
Fox
was the
News
one,
is
the
a right
only,
leaning media. We
and
know that for a
but
fact.
well, it
no,
was,
it's not.
but like
What
it's not anymore.
changed? What
They
changed?
fired Tucker
They started
Carlson.
promote. Yeah, they fired Tucker Carlson and started teaching. I mean, not teaching. They started just pretty much reporting on false information,
But
and they
Tucker also was
reporting on
lying to people, so
How
that's
he
why they
Tucker
fired. They ain't
wasn't.
fired him for no reason.
What do you lie about?
About the election, I don't want to get y'all banned, but I don't want y'all to be talking about the election, how Trump actually won the election and shit. But
I
come on,
mean,
he lied. He lied, bro. They're lying. You know they're all
so
lying.
what part did he lie
Who?
about?
Tucker
Tucker. Yeah.
or he
Wait,
said
first, do you
he
believe
lost
he
what
lied, right?
Yeah, he really does.
he lost
Okay.
Fox News like 800 something $1 million through
No,
Dominion.
no. So what did Tucker lie about?
He lied saying that President Trump won the election when he did, and he blamed
So he
Dominion for the voting
is it
things, for
illegal
the
to say
voting
that?
booths or whatever. What happened?
Is it illegal to say that?
He said he
I,
lied.
but he's not in prison. He's not getting a fine. He's not in prison.
Okay,
He
so
just
he
lost a
got
civil
fired
court
for quote
case.
unquote lying. So you don't think that Trump you don't think that Trump won that election?
No, I don't think he won. No,
Duh.
Okay. So did you see the videos of people stuffing ballot boxes?
bro, this is already debunked. This was what 4 years ago.
Debunked.
This stuff has already been debunked, bro. They
Okay,
already
so
paid
what did
money.
did
How
you
Fox
they
News
see?
debunk a
already made
video?
and paid the money. What
How they
happened?
You said what?
debunk a video? We saw it in HD.
Because it wasn't what it seemed like. Y'all missing the
Then what was it?
context.
What was it?
I'm talking. I'm sorry. I don't remember off the top of my head, so I'm be a little
So
cloudy. But what I remember, I'm saying what I remember is that these people put ballots under there already, and they edited the Trump supporters edited the video to make it seem like they were taking ballots out when they already had those ballots under the table or something like that. I'm not. This is off memory. I don't really remember the facts, but this is off memory of what I remember them saying. This is
they said that for real?
listen. When last time I even thought about this topic, when they was talking about those ballot boxes, it was like some big white woman, right? That's the video you're talking about. Some white woman was grabbing the ballots under the table. Well, all right, what video you talking about there? I don't know what
It
video
was
you're
a
talking about.
black woman going to the ballot boxes with two trash bags full of
I
votes
never seen that.
and stuffing them in the
I can't speak
ballots.
on that. I never seen that one. I never
That's
seen that one.
another video. So that's another video.
I thought you was talking about there's a viral, famous video, the one I remember during the election. There was like some white woman taking
Yeah,
ballots
because
under
that's
the
the one
table or
that
some shit.
probably that's the one that probably is fake.
Probably. I don't know about the video y'all talking
Yeah.
about, so I
So the
can't speak on
video
that.
we saw is absolutely it's real. It's a security camera, and they show you can't make this stuff up. So and then also, how do you feel about them saying that they have people that have been dead for 30, 40 years voting for Biden?
Well, that's not true because most of the time, people who voting crime is Republicans. That's just a fact. That most people, yeah, because
But
but there's
wait, you
only
didn't
like what?
answer
Hold
my
on.
you
There's
didn't
only
answer
like in
what I
most of the
said.
That's
federal elections, there's
not
only
the
like a
question you
thousand.
asked.
Hold on.
That's not what I said.
No,
I
but I don't
said
believe.
the people that's been dead voted for Biden. They're
I don't
dead. How did
believe
they vote
that.
for Biden?
I don't believe that because
But your response was Republicans do it. But I just gave you
no,
proof that.
I
Well,
didn't
not
say
I give you
Republicans
proof.
do it. Also, I'm saying the ones who are doing mostly because it's only like a voting laws are not even an issue. It's probably like 100 every federal election, 100, maybe even 1,000. That's the most I'll go to that ever happened. And most of the time, maybe even at a 90% clip, is Republicans doing that. It's not Democrats. Why would a Democrat want to vote for Biden, Genocide Joe? I barely want to vote for Biden. I know I'm not voting for Trump, but
You
I don't
said
even
why
want to
would a
vote for Biden.
Democrat want to vote for Biden because he's a Democrat?
But you understand that his approval rating is really bad even among Democrats,
Yeah,
Because
after they
he's
elected him
senile.
in,
normal people,
after
not
they
like the
elected him in,
professionals on TV or the politicians. I'm talking
yeah,
about normal Democratic
but they
people. They
voted
don't
for
want
him
to vote for
already.
Biden.
They
What happened?
voted for him already. He's in office
Yeah,
now
because
because they
Trump is
voted for him.
so bad. Trump has already talked about trying to get rid of the Constitution. He's already trying to mess up the abortion laws. You already see what he did with Roe v. Wade. I know y'all don't
I
care
wanna
about
ask
abortion.
you. I wanna ask you because I've seen this comment. It's very
Of course.
interesting. Is it how do you feel about the voter ID? Is it racist to voter ID?
I'm against voter ID only because well I live in New York. I don't know how it is for Chicago. In New York we don't need a ID to vote because we already registered to vote. When you go get ID, they ask you do you want to register to vote. You don't have to register. You can register. Even when I was in school, I registered to vote when I was like 15. I didn't have an ID yet because I was just a little
You
kid. You know,
registered
I
to
had to go
vote
to
at
DMV.
15? You did
Can
that
I,
in New
can
No,
York?
I
no, no,
ask how
no.
old you are?
What happened? How old am
Can
I?
I
I'm
ask how
28. I'm 28.
20? Okay.
But I'm saying
You
when
old enough.
I'm saying they bring people to the high schools. You know, you want to register to vote. They teach you how to do it and all this shit.
They got kids registering to vote.
But they
That's insane.
no,
Yeah,
I don't.
that's illegal, right?
Well, kids are not voting because they're only 15, but you could get registered to vote. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure how it works in Chicago, but I'm pretty sure when I was in school, they was going around in high school. Hey, do you want to register to vote and stuff so you can vote for your next election when you hit 18? That's why I remember. Listen, I'm not a
Hmm.
professional. I'm
That's
not.
hey,
Yeah,
if that hey,
y'all
I ain't
get
saying
money
you
to do
lying.
this shit. I'm just
I
a
ain't saying
normal person.
I ain't saying you lying. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that's crazy. That's
But
crazy.
15-year-old. That's the thing. 15-year-olds are not voting, but to teach
Yeah, because they
kids
can't.
how to vote and what
They can't.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They're not voting. So I'm just saying, just because you get registered to vote doesn't mean you have to go vote on
Right.
15. You just get
So
registered, as in
so
you're
what you saying
in
is
the
the
system.
voter ID. You said
Yeah,
you had a problem with voter ID,
I'm
right?
saying the reason why. Well, I don't think it's racist. The North, even though North Carolina did eventually make it a law, but at first their Supreme Court said that they were targeting black people at raise their position or whatever. I forgot what they said, but they said they were targeting black people. That's why the in North Carolina at first didn't pass. I believe voter ID is racist only because when people need to get an ID, most of the people who are not going to have ID are poor because they have to go out of their way to have a day off in their job, so they have to lose a day worth of pay in order to go to
So
that underfunded fucking
okay, so
All right,
okay,
go ahead,
real
go
You go
ahead.
to
quick.
the DMV?
Yeah, the
No,
DM.
hold
Come
on.
on, y'all been to DMVs. Them shits is
Yeah,
horrible.
no,
They're
they are
underfunded.
So
not horrible. I will
Come
admit that.
on,
You got to get an appointment.
it's
You got to
hard
pay
to get
wait.
an
You
ID. You
said
have to
it's
spend
racist.
all day. You have to
Wait,
lose a
wait,
check.
wait. You said it's racist because poor people can't get IDs.
Listen, poor people can't. Who are the most poor people in this country?
I'm gonna let you answer
It's
that.
black people, obviously.
Okay.
Black people are the poorest people in this country. So if they're targeting something that and basically making a poll tax, you have to go pay $12. Now, hold on. One thing I don't understand. This is why I want to ask about conservatives. No, because I honestly don't understand it. Are y'all asking for an additional ID or a state ID, like this ID everybody has, or y'all asking for an additional voter ID? So
Look,
I'm actually asking the
I
question:
don't really, I
additional
don't
ID
know.
or the state
I
ID?
don't know. I'm just
I
asking,
But
thought
but
it
I
was just a
will say that,
regular ID.
yeah, I thought
listen.
you just needed an
I
ID.
always thought conservatives want an additional ID, as in you have a voter ID. ID you only take to voting. That's what
No,
I've always thought.
I
It's your
think it's
state
you just need to have
ID,
an ID to vote because you can't vote if you can't be identified
but
because they got to
I don't
count
show
the
my ID when I vote. That's the
right. You
thing,
could
bro.
just use
I'm in
a
New
driver's
York,
like. Well, I mean, New York is screwed
bro. It's
anyways, but
Right.
been like this
um,
And they ain't
forever.
even that strict about
It
it.
was
They
like this
act
when
like
we
it's a
was
big
run
deal.
by
These people don't
Republicans,
even check IDs like
bro.
that. Like, it's not that serious. So for
Well,
them to act like it's a big thing,
then
oh, we people can't
why
get
make
IDs.
laws about
These
it?
niggas ain't even checking it.
Why make laws about that? That's
so
not a big
people can't
deal.
steal elections.
But that's not
Uh,
happening. I just
hold
told you
on,
that it's like 1,000 every year, maybe even a couple hundred, and it's mainly
hold on.
Republicans, mainly
Somebody in the
citizens who are doing
comments
it.
Somebody in the comments said the largest number of poor is white. The largest percentage of poor is Native Americans, in particular Native Alaskans. So
But it's still
black people aren't
targeting
even the poorest people
It's
here.
still targeting poor people. When they say racist, they're not just talking about black people. There's also other
Yeah, but how is it
marginalized
racist
groups in
if
this country.
majority of the people that's poor are white?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not saying I'm not. Well, I listen. I believe it's racist because North Carolina, when they first tried to pass the law in North Carolina, they said they were targeting black people. That's why they didn't pass it. I
Right.
don't
So
know
you
why they
let the
eventually
news tell
passed
you
it.
what to think about it.
What happened?
You let the
The
news tell you what to think
Supreme
about it.
Court? No, the Supreme Court, bro, not the news. The Supreme Court said that. The North Carolina State Supreme Court said that, not the news.
So the people that was trying to pass the voter ID bill said that they were targeting black people.
They said when the Republic, I think House or I forgot which one. I'm sorry, it's all the top of my head, but it was either the House or the Senate. They went up, they tried to pass this law, the voter ID, It went all the way up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court knocked it down. I don't know what they did to pass it now, because if you Google it now they need a voter ID.
Oh,
I don't know the after that. But what I'm telling you is the reason why I think it's racist is because the North Carolina Supreme Court said racist. That's really why. If y'all have proof saying no, it's not racist because of this, because of that.
I mean, the proof was that most of the poor people are white. That's the proof right there. So it's not racist.
All right, but they said they're targeting black people. That's what they
But they're
said.
not doing a very good job at it. If the margin of error is so big that they hit white people.
Wait, I'm
They said
sorry, I
that
didn't understand that.
to trigger people, and it worked.
The Supreme Court, the state Supreme Court
Yes.
They
said that.
said that to get you
Yes.
They're
all riled up
judges.
so you can believe what they
They're
say.
not They're not
Okay. There are
They're
judges right now, like Ketanji Brown Jackson, who can't even admit what a woman is. So their credibility is.
This is why I say we talk about so many topics. God, I
I mean,
don't even want to talk about
I'm
it.
just saying. We talking. You said they're judges. Like that means that they're like
I'm
what, the arbiters of truth.
not saying that. No, I'm not saying they're like they're
operative
these
is true.
supreme people. I'm just saying this is what they're saying in their ruling. Like the IVF stuff in Alabama, they use religious reasoning to ban IVF in Alabama. And if you ask me, hey Josh, why did they ban IVF in Alabama? I'm gonna use the reason why the Supreme Court said they banned it. I'm gonna say they because of some religious shit. I'm telling you because I'm into politics, but I'm not studying this shit like y'all. I respect y'all grind. I fuck with it. But what I'm saying is that when I researched it, North Carolina said it was racist, and the Supreme Court why they knocked it down. I don't know why they brought it back, but that's all I'm telling you. So I believe it's racist because they knocked it down the first time. And also, that's another thing of white supremacy. These laws don't have to be about black people in order to affect black people. Do y'all agree with that? Why?
Because any law that's passed, unless it's attacking you in your everyday life as a citizen, then you're probably the type of people that needs to be attacked by
All
a
right, quick
law.
question. How y'all feel? I forgot the fuck. See, I don't be remember. And I smoke too much, guys. On my bad. But there's this kid. I forgot what. I think it was in Texas,
You gotta change
where
to
he
100.
got kicked out of school for his dreads, and he had
Dress
dreads
code.
too long.
Dress code. Dress
What
code.
do you mean dress
Oh,
code? It's
it's
literally
in
against the
Dress
law.
my
code.
wallet.
He
Say no.
won.
I
He
know
already
exactly what you're
won.
talking
But he
about.
already won. So there's no
No,
defending
no.
it. He already won
I know
the
what you're
court.
talking about.
Yeah, I know.
They saying that
Okay.
they were saying
Okay.
that it was racist for them to
Let
tell
me
him he didn't have his
let
locks
him
in
know.
school.
Let
I
him know.
said that's the dress code. It has nothing to do with race.
Are they saying that about like straight hair? Like you can't like
They're
if I
saying
was
that
to, hold
it's
on.
about the dress code violation. I'm not sure
But
what exactly
all
it
right, quick
said,
question.
but
This is
if
what
the
I'm saying. This
dress
is my
code
question.
says no dreads, don't come in there with dreads. When I was in high school, there were schools that did not allow my
So
hairstyle.
you
I've had
gonna
this
do it?
hairstyle since I was 8 years old. I did not enroll in
Uh,
that class. The end.
I
I
don't know
didn't try
how
to
schools
change the
work.
dress code.
Listen, I went to public school. I don't know how school works with y'all. With us, is district. If you live in
huh?
that district, that's the school you're going to. So I don't know how it works with y'all.
Hey, I'm just doing my
But
job.
I'm asking y'all this
I'm
question:
just
if
doing
I
my
was to
job.
make a
I'm just doing my
school
job.
and I said I don't want people with straight hair, who am I targeting mainly? When I say I don't want people with straight hair, who am I targeting?
Anybody
What do you
that's
mean
not
by
black.
straight hair? My hair is straight right
No, it's
now.
not. Don't play
Straight.
with me. Don't do
I'm
that.
not
Don't do
playing.
that. Don't do
I'm not
that.
playing at all. I'm dead
You
ass.
know what
This
I
is
mean when
straight.
I say
What do
straight
you mean by
hair.
straight?
Like flat iron. I don't see y'all don't want to make me say like on some white people shit, but y'all know
I'm
what I'm
trying to
talking about.
understand.
Straight white blonde hair
If you,
like that type of style of
so you
straight
saying
hair.
you're banning blonde? Well, these bitches wearing these 613 bust downs are
Oh
dudes
yeah,
too,
that's gonna hit black people too because they wear straight blonde wigs.
But why?
because they hate their hair.
Why do they hate their hair?
Because they mommies hate their hair.
It's not because of white supremacy. It's not
No,
because
no,
we've been taught
no,
that dreads
no,
and stuff is
no.
bad.
I hated my hair growing up. My mom was the one who instilled the fact that my hair was beautiful.
That's
So
good. I'm glad. I'm
nothing
happy
about
to hear
no
that.
white person or white supremacy
We're
could
talking
make me
about
hate my hair because
broad
my
people. You
mom
keep
told me my
bringing it.
hair
Hold on. You keep bringing
all
it
the
to.
time.
I barely brung stuff to myself. I try not to bring stuff to myself. I have done it, so I can't say you don't do it. But I'm trying not to bring things to my. I'm talking about broad people. When we're building a school, most of these run by the government. These are for everybody, not just me and you, not just the white kid down the block. For everybody. Now I'm telling you, if that school made laws discriminating against a certain type of hairstyle, isn't that targeting that demographic
No,
who uses that hairstyle majority?
I mean
Why
we
not?
just broke that down. You said if you just said if you make a law saying no, or you make a rule for your business saying that you're not gonna take people who have straight blonde hair, that's not just going to affect white people. It's also going to affect these bitches, these black girls walking around with 613 bundles at all times.
All right, but then
It's
they
not a
can,
race.
yeah, but then they could just go back to their natural hair.
Okay.
White
White
people
girls could
can't.
And the white
they
women
could
can put an
style their
afro on
hair.
their head.
Yeah, they could do that. It
So
How is
wasn't.
that a
Wouldn't
race
that be?
thing?
Hold on. Wouldn't that be an example of like black supremacy, making white people wear black
no, because
styles
they
of hair?
don't have to do it. They can just not go anywhere.
But I use the example. I'm sorry again. I brought on myself. I use the example of New York because that's all I know. I'm
Oh
only
wait,
been in New
wait,
York.
wait.
You
I
go to schools
forgot.
within your
There we go.
district. You get what I'm saying? You go to schools within your district. You have to go to that school. That's the school you have to go
Look,
to.
man.
Is that not discriminatory?
No,
Saying, oh, you can't have this certain type of hairstyle,
no,
even though that's what naturally grows out
no,
of your head?
it's not.
Come on, girl. Don't lie.
I'm not lying.
God don't like liars.
I'm not lying.
So,
You as
all
well.
right. So, can y'all give me an example of discriminatory action, like anything that could be viewed as
Yeah, I have an example. When I moved
discriminating?
into my apartment
Mm-hmm.
building, I was assigned a male roommate against my will. They told me I have a same-sex roommate. They moved a man in because he identified as a woman, and then they told me they couldn't discriminate against him, even though they were discriminating against me as an actual woman. That was a strong example of
Y'all
discrimination.
have a good one, guys.
All right,
Oh,
but wait. All right, hold on. I couldn't really hear. I heard a lot of what you said, but I couldn't really hear.
yeah.
But so I'm gonna ask this clarified question. Why do you think they were discriminating you again?
They discriminated against me because they put a biological man as my roommate,
Okay.
despite telling me I would have a same-sex
Okay.
roommate because he identified as a female, despite him having a penis.
But I don't understand how that's discriminating against you. I understand that made you upset that you don't want to have a trans person in the same vicinity as you. I get that. But like, what they like? That's not really discriminating. So they just didn't do what you wanted. I'm
They
trying to
No,
say
did
it's
like,
not.
what
It's
they
not.
said
It's
they were
not
going
what
to do.
she wanted. They did the opposite of the law.
but that's not.
And then
That's
tried
not
to gaslight me
discriminatory. That's not
by telling me
discriminating
that he
against
was
you.
a woman despite him having a penis.
But that's not discriminating against you. Just
How? I
because
felt very
that's
discriminated
just a
against
roommate that
as
you
a
didn't
woman
want. You have
for
every
not
right to.
having my space
What happened?
respected.
What
I
happened?
felt discriminated against as a woman for not having my space respected.
Listen, you not wanting to be around trans people is your thing. I get that. That's fine, right? But we're talking about you, about how you look, not about how being next to another person. I don't want to be next to a black person. So now the fact that they got me rooming next to a black person,
Okay.
that's discriminating towards me.
Is that not discrimination? Would you not
1.71.
consider that discrimination if you had a white roommate who said, I don't want to room with him, he's black? You wouldn't say that's discrimination?
Yeah, but that's what you're doing to the trans person. You're saying you don't want to room with
It's
the
an
person
example of
because they're
discrimination.
trans. No, but you're the one discriminating them. That's what I'm
How?
saying. You just said if the white person said to me, "Oh, do you not? I don't want to room with him because he's
But
a black person," that
but
would be
she didn't. But
discriminatory, and I'd be like,
no.
"Yes, that is."
It's
But
it's
you're saying
discrimination
I
against
don't want to room
her.
with that trans person.
It's
You're
discrimination
the white
against
person in this case.
me
But
It's
how? That's what I'm
discrimination
saying. How?
against
I don't
her
understand how. I'm
because they
because
truthfully,
they
honestly,
said
don't
put
I
a
was
understand.
supposed to have a
man
female
in
They
your
roommate.
room.
lied to you, but
Yeah. Why?
I don't know
Because
why.
for that
I'm asking you.
person's
Let me
feelings, their identity
let me reach
mattered
fast
more
food and
than my
clock out
safety.
real quick.
But you're
Oh
more
yeah,
likely
you're right. You're
you're
right.
more likely to be attacked, like man or woman, by a person you know or a person that's
I'm more
closer
likely
to
to be
you. So
raped by a person with a penis than a person with a vagina.
okay,
What do you mean okay? You okay with rape?
no,
I mean, you just had all the uproar about the white people and their sexual crimes, but what about the sexual crime that could have easily been committed against me
but
by
you
that
don't
man?
know that.
No, I
But you don't know
know
that.
it. I know it.
What makes you say that? You
I'm telling
think
examples
all
of
men are
trans
rapists?
people, like the trans people who get put in women's prison, impregnating them, masturbating in front of
Listen,
them,
I don't want to
terrorizing
talk.
them.
I don't want to talk about trans people. That's not what I'm here to
Of
talk
course you
about.
don't.
No, I just don't want to. I'm not. Listen, I'm I'm not. I just don't want to talk about them. What I want to talk about is the fact that you feel like you were discriminated against. I still not understanding how, because you don't want to have a trans roommate, so you're technically discriminating against that person, which is whatever. I don't care about that. But what did they do to you besides lying to you? Like they're not saying you can't be in here. They're
Besides
saying you
lying to
could
you,
be in here.
Besides lying,
No, yeah, they're saying you could be in here. You could stay in this
what they
room, but
did is
you don't want to be in the
what
room
they
because
did
of
is they
they
that
kicked
person.
her
gaslit
out
me
the room. They kicked
by
her out the
telling me that a
room.
man can become
No,
a
all
woman.
right, hold on. Your husband saying they kicked you out the room. Did they kick you out the room?
They told me that I could either deal with it or move. So I moved, despite me having been in that room
And
first.
this is college or your house?
This was
I don't
no,
This
get
it
is
that.
her
was
house.
just an apartment building.
Well, listen, I don't like landlords. I don't know why. why they will kick you out if they're saying, well, is that kicking you out because they're giving you an option?
I had to move all my shit.
I get that. That's fucked up. And listen.
You thought that wasn't inconvenient
I
for me? You talking about the
believe
inconvenience
that
of
is
people having to get
inconvenient.
IDs? What about the inconvenience of me having to move all my property to another room, a smaller room at that, because somebody else invaded my space?
But that's not discriminating towards you. That's what I'm saying. If you
How?
believe that person, because if you believe
How?
that, if you don't want that
Let's
person,
imagine this situation, right?
all right,
We got a white roommate
yes,
and a black roommate. They move in.
mm-hmm.
And the black roommate's like, oh, I don't want to have this white person in my space, blah, blah, blah. And they complain to the landlord and they told that they can move to a smaller
Wait,
room.
you're
If you're
saying
not finding
the
discriminatory,
trans person, you're saying that trans person said to you, I don't want this cis person in my room.
no.
So you're saying you're the one doing that to the trans person.
I called them and I said, hey, why did y'all tell me I was going to have a same-sex roommate and then move a man into my space?
Okay, and then I'm listening.
They told me they couldn't discriminate against him.
Yes. Okay. Now, I'm listening.
Discriminated against me.
But they're not discriminating against you. You just don't
How?
want that because you're the one who don't want the
I don't want
person
a
in the
man
room.
in my room. If
Listen.
I wanted to live with a man, I would have moved into an apartment that allowed, what's that, co-ed space. But I picked one for a same-sex room for a reason, because I wanted to avoid having my privacy invaded. But they didn't give a fuck because they had some type. Oh man, they had some type of agenda.
What's the agenda? That's
The
what I'm saying.
agenda of supporting the trans people.
Should they not?
No,
What should they do then?
not lie to people.
No, all right, but broadly, like, what should they do with trans people then?
Not lie to them.
What do you mean? I'm not talking about your
Not
situation.
lie to them. You are not a. When that guy tried to move into that room, they should have said, "Hey, you are not a woman. We're supposed to have a same-sex situation. You cannot move in with a woman. Period." But they didn't.
Okay.
Because
I just
obviously
don't
that
understand.
person
I
don't
know.
pee.
I'm just losing the idea of this being discriminatory towards you. I just don't like. I don't see it. That's
I can't
why
break
we're
it down
bringing
any
this up
further.
because
I
I
mean,
see you being
everybody in the
discriminatory
chat
towards
seems
that
to
person.
understand that putting a person with a penis in a woman's room
Yeah,
is
I can't even
fucked.
see the chat.
She was discriminated against as far as her safety and her being discriminated against. Because I'm
But
hetero.
you're more likely to be raped by a cis heterosexual man than a trans woman. So so
That
that's
trans
what
person
I'm saying.
identified as a lesbian, by the way.
Okay.
Right.
So
Right.
they wouldn't
So
have
he's
fucked.
attracted to women.
So,
Okay.
which means okay.
He's attracted to women, and he has a penis, and he's living in her room. You don't see a problem with that?
Well, I
Apparently
don't.
not.
I don't because
You
I
see a
don't
problem
no
with
because
it.
I don't
You
not
see a
I'm not
problem. You
assuming.
know it's wrong.
No, no,
That's
no,
why you
no.
snub
I'm
it, because you know
not
it's wrong.
assuming. Listen, I'm not assuming that this person's just gonna automatically rape you. I'm not
But
assuming that.
there's that chance.
But there's a.
There is the chance.
Do you think white people have that same reasoning towards black people because we commit the most crimes?
Yes.
Yes.
Come on, guys. So
Do
you think
do
a
do
white
you do
person
you
has every right to
commit the
be
most?
discriminatory towards us? All three of
Do
us in
black
this room.
people
I don't know
commit the
y'all
most
lives.
violent crime?
Who?
Do black people commit the most violent crime?
No.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes, they do.
If you every single
No,
crime,
not
every
all.
single
Not
violent crime.
all
All
of them. Not
right.
all
So
of
which
them.
one? Name one.
Violent
Name
crime.
one.
We went through this already.
Assault.
Assault,
That's not true.
battery.
That's
Uh,
not true. We can look at the numbers. I wish you. Can you Google it for me?
Apparently we're not operating in
I'm.
reality
I'm sorry.
anymore.
No, listen. I'm sorry. I forgot your name. Can you Google it for me? Can you look up the
I
2019
wish I
crime
could.
stats? No, I'm talking
I
to your
can't.
wife.
You
I'm
said
sorry. I
20.
forgot her name. Can you just Google
Zaza.
it? Zaza. All right.
You want me to
The
Google what?
2019 crime statistics.
Why you
FBI
going to
2019.
2019?
Right, look, why we not
Well,
Go to the most
going to
recent.
2023?
they didn't post 2023. I
Okay, go to
already.
2022.
Okay, 2022.
If they did, I don't know. I just know they post 2021,
Go to the
2019.
FBI
2019.
stats. Right.
Yeah,
Why
2019 is the one they used.
2023?
The 1350 is the one he's using, saying that they could do the most violent crime.
But it's now at this point now it's more like 1250. So that's the only thing. We now the population going down. We still committing half the crime. So, you know,
But half of
nothing
violent crime,
changed.
or half
Yes,
of
half
because
of all
I agree
violent
with the
crime.
murders. I agree with murders because murders are such a small number, and black people do commit a lot of gang violence towards each other mostly. So I'm not disagreeing single murders. Not 13%, 50 murders. I do agree with that because that is in the numbers. But
Okay,
you
so
say all
she gonna pull it
violent
up.
crimes, which is not
If
true.
she pull it up and tell you exactly what it says, and it disproves your argument, where you concede
Wait, concede what? What am I conceding?
your premise that black people don't commit most of the crime, most of the violent crime.
All right, yeah, I can see that. Fine.
Okay. But so the thing is, the reason why we brought this up, or the reason why we're talking about this, is because if you know that a particular type of person is more prone to do this particular type of things, wouldn't you recognize that pattern and act accordingly?
Yeah, but trans people are not doing most of the rapes. It's white. It's cis hetero
No,
white
no,
men.
we're not talking about the trans here. We're just talking about noticing patterns and noticing a particular type of pattern within a particular type of group of people. It's not discrimination. It's just simply recognizing a pattern, right?
Listen, I don't live my life like that because we could say the same thing about we could say about men, about us, bro. We could say
I
that, oh,
mean,
I
yeah, you
can't be.
can. You can. Yes, you can. So, see, that's the thing. You're actually agreeing with me. You're agreeing that you can say the same thing about these types of people because these types of people commit these
But
types of things, right?
They really
I'm not.
only got
Yeah,
2019. They don't have
yeah, that's
anything
what I'm
more
saying. They
current.
only got
No,
2019.
I
That's what I'm
What?
see.
saying. I
Why
don't
is it not
know.
Nah,
before 2020? I wonder.
Well, 2020, there's a big peak in crime, but I think they do 2021. Honestly, I think they do every like odd year.
yeah, I'm surprised you can't see 2020 because I seen one for like 2022.
I'm
I just
I'm on
remember
the
seeing
FBI
2021.
website.
No, but they really only show 2019. That's the one that, and plus that's the one everybody uses.
Well, they should be using
I mean,
more
they
current
should
ones
be
as time
using
goes
more
on.
current
Makes
ones,
sense.
Well,
right?
then crime
Because crime has
will
got
go
way
down.
worse
Well,
since
to be fair,
2019.
crime is going down. So,
So how do you know that if they're not keeping track?
well, they do reports like individual cities, like in New
Yeah.
York, crime has gone down.
So when they say crime is going down, it's going down from a historical high, which means that it's going
Dude,
down from the highest it's ever been.
in the 90s, there was 3,000 murders a year. What do you mean historic
No,
highs? From where? From the
there's
90s?
nah, bro. There's 3,000 murders in a year in Chicago.
Not, no, it was. It was almost in the 700s. What are you talking about, bro? Murders, homicides, gun
Damn, that feel
violent
like
homicides. It was in the 700s, bro. In the 90s, it was in the thousands,
Okay,
but not in the 2020s.
you
All right,
find one.
read it off. Go ahead.
so they have the this is 20, but for murder,
Yeah, black
violent
people are going to be
manslaughter,
the highest, the
right,
highest amount.
by race is broken down.
All right,
White 3,650, black 4,078.
all right. So there was look.
13% of the
Wait, go
population
back. Don't
somehow
go back.
has more
Hold
than
on, go back. I want to
70%.
see it. Hold on, go back. I want to see it. Go back. Go back.
We are we
All
both
right,
seeing these
See
numbers?
burglaries. Hold on, burglaries. I have
Well, we
100.
talking about this one though. We talking about this one. Let's talk about this one.
But I've already conceded the murders. I conceded that when we first started. I already told you murders are higher, and I told y'all rapes is higher, and I already agreed that the robberies are higher. I already agreed with those two.
Right.
We're
So
talking about
you, but your
aggravated assaults,
argument, but your
burglary.
argument
That's are
was
all
simply
violent crimes. This is
right.
not just one violent. Even arson.
But your
Those are violent crimes.
your argument was that white people commit more sexual assault. That was your only pushback.
No, I said all. You guys said all crimes, all
No,
violent
no,
crimes,
no.
and I'm
Right.
telling you.
All violent crimes.
But I conceded to murder and robbery. I already conceded that because most of the time we're murdering and robbing each other because of gang violence. I already
Okay.
conceded that.
Okay. So what's the number for? Hold on, let's do some quick math. What's the number for what's the number for murder?
It was I think it was what 11,000 and black people did 5 or 6,000.
It was 11,000 murders, and you said black people did 4,000,
No, I think it did 5 or 6.
You said
You're
5 or 6,000.
looking at
murder,
Okay.
it. He's talking about murders. I conceded that black people
black
have done more murders. I've
4,078,
conceded that.
white 3,650.
I've conceded that. I'm not talking about
Okay.
that. He said all
Okay.
violent crimes.
So
I'm saying,
four.
yeah,
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to do the math. So 4,000. How much is it? What you say?
they have
Aggravated battery?
the percentage on the top. They have the percentage on the top. It says 59.9 or something like that. Right? They have the percentage on the top. Trust me, I look at this all the time. I argue with white supremacists on the comments all the time about this. I'm telling you. I have white men DMing me crazy shit all the time about how I'm a monkey and shit. Trust me. I do this. No, look. Zaza, yes. See, I remembered. Look, what was the percentage? It said 59% of the murders, right? On the
Let me
very
turn it.
top. Yeah. On the very top. Hold on, let me look. Let me look. Oh no, it's on the darker
This
side of
side.
the graph. Yes. 51.2%. And that's what I'm saying. The other crimes are even proportional. When you're saying 20 to 30% of 13%, yeah, that's a little higher, but that's
It
not that
is.
crazy.
But it's
Proportional.
murder.
But no, but I already could see about the murder. We're talking about all of the crime. If we're talking about every single violent crime, arson, burglaries, robberies, of course white people are gonna do the most, but black people are not doing all of the crime. That's just a lie.
We never
Who
said they was doing
said
all
that?
the crime.
You guys said they did all the violent crime.
No,
They're
we
the
said
majority of all the
most.
violent crime, but
Nobody
it's
said
not
that.
true.
No.
What did y'all say? I'm sorry.
No,
Then I
there's a
must be
difference between
We never say
majority
all.
and all. There's a difference between
all right,
majority
but
and
they're not.
all.
But black people are not doing the majority of violent crimes. Not just murder. I concede with murder. Violent crimes.
Murder
Can
is the
y'all
most
concede
violent
with that? Because
crime you
y'all
can
have the
do.
numbers in front of you. Y'all have the numbers in front
Murder
of you.
is the most violent thing that you can do.
What about arson? You're burning down a person's house.
But it's not
You're
Mur-
murder.
leaving them homeless.
Murdering somebody
I
is the most
agree with.
violent thing that you can
I
do.
agree with that. But why are
If you
black people
commit
murdering
arson
each
and it
other?
doesn't kill
Why are
anybody,
black people murdering each other? Because it's almost
we
at like
already
87%.
talked about this.
We already went down that, man.
Y'all keep saying, but oh my god, y'all keep saying it's like single families and shit. Then we start talking about single families.
Hmm.
But do we honestly believe that black people are murdering each other just because I have a single dad and I don't know what to do, so I'm gonna just go murder?
No. Look, this is what happens, and
Okay,
this
break
is
it down
not
for me.
100%, but this is typically what happens. These kids is born in these single mother households. They're traumatized by their mother because their mama is not patient with them, so they're getting their ass whooped. And at the same time, she's not instilling no real values and discipline. And at the same time, she can't raise a man. She's only a woman, so she's putting all her emotionalness, all that shit into her kid. So when the man approaches him, he don't know how to take constructive criticism. He thinks anytime somebody's talking about him or telling him the truth, he's getting offended. And at the same time, you in these gangs because you want a brotherhood or you want some type of guidance that you don't get from your dad. At that same time, you still emotional, right? So if somebody
Hmm.
diss you or your homies, what you gonna do to them? You're gonna do exactly what your mama do to you. Beat that ass. You're gonna react just like your
Listen,
mama did.
I agree. I don't believe in beating kids. I
And,
think beating kids are
and
horrible and bad.
nah, you gotta beat them, but it's a certain type of way you beat
Then
them. But
if
the thing is,
so,
whooping
you
them is
just think
not
a
the same.
man should beat the kid. If a woman beats the kid, it's making them emotional,
Yes,
bro. What's the difference? What? So when a man beats you, it's like it's different. It's what?
when a
It's what?
man beats you, I'm teaching you something. When a woman beats you, you're getting punished.
Is that true, Sasa?
Yep.
You really believe
He'll
that?
be
You
handling the
believe that?
discipline of my children.
What happened?
He will be handling the discipline of our children.
Listen, that's good. That's if that's your life, you live your life. I'm happy for
We
y'all.
will.
But you believe like if he's not in the house one day and you have to beat your kids, you think that's gonna turn your kid emotional because
I'm not
he
gonna beat
feels
my
some way?
Now,
kids. I'm
what's
not gonna
gonna
be. I'm gonna
happen
say
is,
your daddy is gonna beat your ass when he gets back.
yep, and they gonna straighten up.
Uh, uh,
That's
Listen,
what she
I don't
did,
believe
right?
in beating kids. I don't believe in beating kids for really whatever they did. I do believe in punishment. They should be punished. I have little nieces and nephews.
Punished how? If not beat,
There's way there's other ways to take away like kids'
like how?
luxuries and stuff like their luxuries. How did y'all get punished? I didn't get beat when
I
I
got
was a
my
We
ass
kid.
got
beat.
beat. We
I
got
didn't get
beat.
my ass beat.
Oh,
Hey, man, don't spare the rod. Kids need their ass whoops.
I disagree with that. But what we all right, but what we're talking hold on, but what we're talking about is what I
Yeah.
believe because I do have a lot of experience with people who have joined gangs. I know a lot of guys who have joined gangs. And I'm telling you, it's not because most of the nigga, I want to curse. I'm sorry. Most of the people who who I know join gangs have both mom and dad. Just not married because marriage also costs money, which a lot of black people don't have.
how
That's
much
why
it
you
cost?
What? Mary, what?
We
thirty
went down to
thousand
court and
on
got married
average.
for like
30,000. You
$7.
got 30. You got
No,
30,000.
no. That's a
You don't
lie.
need $30 to
No,
get
you don't
married.
need
Google
thirty
it.
thousand to get
I
married.
Google it.
No.
got married
We got married
downtown.
for $10.
Well, y'all did. What, y'all didn't do a whole
No, you
thing.
No, that's
don't
not
have to do that.
necessary.
I
You don't
agree with
have to
that's
do
not
that.
necessary. If I have friends, I would tell them why you need to do
So
the whole thing, go to City
People
Hall and all
marriage
that shit.
doesn't
choose
cost
to blow $30K on a
$30,000.
wedding.
I
That's their
agree.
choice.
I agree with
Just
that,
like they
but
choose to live in poverty.
people don't choose to live in poverty. You don't believe that.
Oh no, I do.
Shit.
100%.
You don't believe
We
that
move.
I
because
do.
We hey,
most
we
people.
How you
moving
gonna
out.
tell me what I think?
We're moving
I'm
out.
telling you don't. I'm telling you. One,
I
I'm
do
telling
believe
you you
it.
don't believe that because the
I do.
evidence doesn't back
I
that
do
up.
believe it.
So what person has ever told you, oh yeah, I love being impoverished?
The crackheads, the niggas on the streets,
You're
the
gonna
people,
believe somebody
the people that's
who's
home. It's straight from the horse's mouth.
bro? They're
So
on drugs. They're not of the right mind.
if you're not gonna believe the people that's homeless telling you I want to be homeless, then who the hell are you gonna
But there's
believe?
also. Do you think that's the majority?
I mean,
No, it's not the
you
majority. No,
can.
it's
If
not.
they don't
Do
want,
you,
bro, homeless in America, starving in America, and starving in a third world country are two different starvings. Okay, these
I agree
people
with
who are
that.
homeless on these streets, dressed, looking like they ate within the last 3 days, they can get money.
How?
These people who be panhandling make more money than niggas who actually work. You can do cut a Uber Eats app on and do walking to make some damn money.
You
Hop
need
your ass on a bike. There are
you
solutions.
need a place
There
of
are solutions
residence to
where
get a
there's a little
job.
way
Even
way.
even on
You
the
can
app,
find
you
no,
need
money
a
to
not
place
buy
of
Uber,
residence.
drugs
not
to
Uber,
find money to get out
not
of
Uber.
poverty.
I don't know. Listen, I never obviously never worked for Uber. I only had one job and I've maintained it. I do my thing. I try to work hard. But I'm
My
telling you,
point is, there's always something that you can do. I
I
used to like watching a series of this guy on YouTube where he
mhm,
intentionally like started from 1 cent
I've
and
seen
trying
that
to see
too.
how much money he could
I've
make.
seen that too.
And the things that he did to make money was just so interesting. He would go in. He would actually start with a pen, right? He'll have like ask somebody, "Oh, can I get a pen for one
Hmm.
penny?" He'll have 1 penny. They'll give him a pen. He will exchange the pen. "Oh, do you need a pen?" Just asking people, "Do they need a pen?" All of a sudden, he got $3. He builds his money up. Then eventually, he goes to a Dollar Tree, buys a pack of pop, sells the pop outside. All of a sudden, he has $20. I've seen it happen. So
All
you
right.
can make money if
Quick
you
question.
want to.
So why do you guys blame Democrats for people's self inflicted
No, we're not
for their
blaming them
bad
for their.
decisions?
We're not blaming them for them doing it. We're blaming them for even presenting the fucking choice to not be able to do shit and get paid
What do you mean?
because you need
But
to
I
work. You
told
need
you
to
most
work.
people
You
who
need
get
to
these
work.
government programs work. 70% of them.
You need to. So if you work and you making a living, then what you need government assistance for?
Because the corporations don't pay enough. That's why we keep going in circles. You
So
guys don't believe me.
so why not get another job?
People on average, I think I don't know what's the fuck, I forgot the number, but it's over like 40% of people have multiple jobs in
Right,
America. 40%.
so you telling me that the people who got two jobs are still in
Yes.
poverty? I mean, you saying they still
If
get
you
less?
live in Alabama, hold on, if you live in Alabama making 2,500 not 25, 25,000 a year, do you think that's sustainable?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah,
We ain't
Y'all
you
live
rich,
live
in
below
but
your means.
Chicago. What are you talking about? You live
do
in
you have the
DC.
basic resources you need to survive?
Say again?
Do
I'm sorry.
you have the basic resources that you need to survive? Are you eating every day? Are you eating at least once a day? Do
Listen,
you have clothes? And do you have somewhere to lay your head at night?
listen, some of those people do. That's why they get the government assistance. You can't get government assistance without a job neither,
Sound like
unless
they
you're
got
gonna
what they
go
need.
to the DMV every fucking week, every fucking month to get a food stamp card. So most of the time, these people do have houses to live in, do have things to. That's how they get it.
Wait, you say go to the DMV and get a food? Wait, what?
What I'm saying is that when you get these government assistance, you still need a house to put your head on. You still need how you gonna get these benefits. Still need an address. So most of the people who are getting these benefits are working. They're working as hard as they can. I know people. I work a job where people still getting benefits from the government because the job doesn't pay that much, and they're the hardest working people I know. So
Okay.
Everybody needs to work
you're
hard.
telling me it's their decision. Now listen, most of these people at my job, they have houses, they have their own apartments, but people are still struggling. Do y'all agree that people are struggling? Most Americans.
What?
What do you
Say
define
that
as
again.
struggling?
Not being able, not paying more than 30% of your salary on rent. So 30 at the end of the year, 30% of your salary just went to rent, just rent, not water, not internet, not none of that shit, just rent, 30%. Do you think that's sustainable?
Yeah.
Why? There's
Why not?
economists who don't. There's other conservatives who don't believe that. There's conservative
Okay.
politicians who don't believe that.
What does that
So
have to do with me? I
why do you
don't
believe
believe that.
that? Why do you believe that? That's what I meant.
I mean, what do you mean? 30% of what?
30% of your yearly income goes to
How much
rent,
you
that's
making a year?
considered struggling. It doesn't matter. It could be 100,000. I
It
don't
does
care. It
matter.
doesn't
It
matter.
does matter.
All right. So let's say if you're making what's the average income of the year? So 35K. You're making 35K a year. Oh, now both of you are here. That's nice. All right.
Yeah.
So 35K a year, and you have to pay 30% of your income just on rent. We're not talking about food. You're not talking about kids. You're not talking about internet, water, light. Just rent. Do you think that's sustainable?
Yeah.
But it's
Is internet
nah.
essential?
Is it? Yes. How?
No,
Yes,
it's
it
not.
is. Everybody deserves
No, it's
access to
not.
the internet.
No, it's
Hold on.
not.
Don't you guys believe that it's like?
It
Don't
wasn't
you guys are conservatives?
essential
Hold on.
for
You guys are
25
conservatives.
years
Don't you
ago.
believe this is the public? Don't you believe this is what the public square? Whatever conservatives be saying that the everybody should have a right to be on social media.
No, I don't think everybody should. What?
Hell no. Hell no.
So
That's
y'all cool with deplatforming?
Bro,
Deplatforming
I've
people.
been deplatformed 4 or 5 times. I was literally banned from going
I
live on here.
think
So
that, and I think that's even though you probably said terrible things about black people, that's probably why you got banned. But besides that, I'm saying you guys obviously don't believe people should be deplatformed for their opinions, correct?
No.
What do you mean no? So
no.
what kind of opinions do you think a person should be deplatformed for?
Freedom of speech.
Right, opinions. I
No,
guess the wrong opinion.
no, you guys are saying freedom of speech. I'm asking you. I believe in freedom of speech. I don't believe you guys should ever get banned, even though y'all say terrible things. I'm saying this is a
What if we said that's terrible, sir?
I don't know.
What
I
if we
don't
said
know.
that's
I just
terrible?
started reviewing your content. So
I
I
mean, but
still need some more time.
you making a
No,
generalized
you
statement saying it's
say you've been
terrible.
banned 4 times. I've never been banned.
Okay.
Right, because you agree with the agenda.
Well, that's not true.
It
That's
is.
not true. I'm a bro.
And
I'm told you
FYI,
I'm a
my initial
leftist.
TikTok page before I was even a conservative, I was still a Democrat. That page got deleted from mass reporting from people who hated my content about natural hair. I
I
was focused on black people.
and I think that's I'm saying I think that's bad. But you guys are pro deplatforming. So I'm saying why should a person be like what can somebody say on live or anything? Be like, nah, take that dude's Instagram away. What can they say?
No, we didn't say we were pro deplatforming.
All
We
right.
just said you don't need the internet to survive.
I
You
understand you don't
need
need the internet
shelter,
to survive,
food,
but
and
you don't believe
water,
it's
and
essential.
clothes. That's
You
it.
don't believe the internet should be essential. You don't believe it should be like
No,
what
No.
about free college?
Hell no.
Why
nothing is
not?
free, boo.
What happened?
Somebody got to pay for it.
Well, the government. That's why we pay
And where
taxes
does the government get money from?
He
from
said
us.
taxes.
From
And
us.
they taking the money from us, so somebody paid for it, right?
Yes,
Or
that's
it's
what I'm
not
saying.
free.
Yeah, yeah. But it's free to the consumer it's free to the consumer.
No, it's free for you. Everybody else got to pay for you. That's what you're saying.
Well, I pay taxes, so if you're paying taxes, you're also paying for
So
yourselves.
you saying that you paying 10 to 15% on your check is enough to cover your own tuition, or did somebody else pitch in for that?
Well, everybody pitching like
Everybody
insurance.
pitched
It's like
in for that. So
insurance.
other people are paying for your college,
Are
right?
other people paying for your car insurance?
No, I'm paying.
How? So
No, what? What? I
when
don't.
you crash if
What?
you was to crash your car, you just
Wait,
got
what
out
is
of a car.
She said
If you
other people paying for my
That's how
car
insurance
insurance.
works. You're paying for other people getting crashed. What if y'all never get into a crash? What are y'all paying insurance for then? If y'all never crashed y'all car, what are y'all paying insurance for? For just in case you crash your car. That's
It's
the whole
not
point
tax.
that's
of
No.
yes,
insurance.
that's why
That's
like
the
I
whole
all
point
right,
of having insurance, so you can be insured that if you get into an accident,
okay,
you'll be covered.
I believe in healthcare for all. We should have Medicare for all.
Yeah,
That's
like in
public.
Canada, right?
Yeah,
They up there
like in
killing people.
Canada, like in the UK, like in Spain, like in some countries in Africa. Yes, like those, like that. So I believe that our government should be paying for our health care.
Hold
And the
on,
way
Mr.
they would be
Wait, Mr. Dave, you
Nah,
want to join
he in that
Mr.
smack
David?
nigga
He's one of
time.
my favorite white supremacists. He said it's free to join the military and earn those college benefits as well.
hold on, that's
Mr. Dave, can you join?
exploitation. You have to basically kill yourself and die for our government just to get health care. You think that's appropriate?
What?
You saying, oh, you could just go to the military. And I'm saying you're
You say
basically
everybody
killing
who joins the
yourself.
military dies?
That's crazy, dog.
That's insane.
All right, not
You wouldn't
every
have no
single
military. That's
person in the military has died, but people have lost limbs. Have people have lost have
that's
made heavy
that's
sacrifices. Is that
war.
not true? Is that not true that
People
people make heavy
have gone to
sacrifices?
war and people have joined the military. There's a lot of different branches of the military. I mean, you don't have to necessarily go to war if you join the military at all.
I mean, I get that. That is true. I can't disagree with that. But you're saying only way to get the free healthcare and thing if you go join the military. Do you think that's really fair?
Yes.
But I just disagree. I don't know how I
We,
can explain it better.
honestly, I don't think we're really gonna ever get to a point of agreement
Of
because the
course,
premise
of
of
course,
our
we're not.
arguments
We
is
have
two different things.
we have way two different values. You guys are more individual. You guys want more personal responsibility, while I want to put more responsibility on the government.
Right.
Yeah. So
Well,
I
hey,
yeah,
look,
that's the fact. That's the difference between left and right. The right is more individual. The left is more collective. That's just a fact.
collective.
Yeah. So
But
all right.
listen,
Yeah, we gotta go. I know I've been on too long. Yo, I
no,
really
because it's
appreciate
about
that.
to cut me off again, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I really appreciate you for joining. Now, I really do.
Yo,
We
thank
had
you.
a great
Please don't try to
conversation.
cut clips on me and make me look bad. Don't do that to me. I'm a normal person.
I'm
I
gonna
just came
post
here
that
for
all on
conversation.
YouTube. I'm just gonna post the full conversation.
All
Yeah.
right, cool. I'm a look at it and stuff. Don't make me look bad. I'm a normal person. I'm just in here for the
No,
conversation for the
this is
fun.
uncut, unedited. We don't edit
No,
anything. But I also do want to say I
yeah, go ahead.
appreciate you for staying pretty level headed throughout this. Like that's remarkable, bro. Being able to have a conversation is definitely remarkable
Well,
in this day and age.
I love
So
disagreeing, man. I love disagreeing. So
I
it's
love
good.
disagreeing.
Yeah. Yo,
All
All right.
right.
I really
You have a
appreciate
good night,
this.
okay?
Yo, have a good night. I really
All
appreciate this.
right.
Thank you guys. All right, see you.
What?
What the hell? Oh.